So what's the difference between time-restricted feeding and intermittent fasting? As the name implies, intermittent fasting is fasting that is done intermittently. Typically when fasting is employed, it is for religious purposes or for ethical reasons, where you're not eating food for an extended period of time. In intermittent fasting, you're typically just not eating for maybe a day, and it's kind of no rhyme or reason. You're just doing it sporadically. It's been 3 days since you fasted, I'll do it now. It's been 7 days since I fasted, I'll do it now. Time-restricted feeding is never quite going on a fast. However, you are still reaping some of the benefits that fasting can provide. Fasting is by reducing your caloric intake, but in time-restricted feeding, you are delaying by, say, skipping breakfast, and you're still having a full day's worth of calories over the course of lunch and dinner. So you're essentially feasting. So if I'm the average person who has a 2,000 calorie diet, I'm getting that through lunch and dinner as opposed to breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I'm not reducing calories. I'm not sending any signals to my body saying that food is scarce, so that way my body does not engage in, say, building new muscle tissue or repairing my systems. However, because I'm going longer without food, it can engage some maintenance and repair properties that fasting does. For example, eliminating less efficient mitochondrial bodies in our systems, which can lead to some neurological disorders where we have poor functioning mitochondria, unable to create the energy that centers in our brain need, which can lead to cognitive issues. When you fast, it breaks down lesser functioning organelles and systems, so that way they are resorbed by the body. Think of it as if times are tough, companies lay off least productive workers. That's exactly what your body does. So it reabsorbs poor functioning systems and cells. So time-restricted feeding can help trim the fat, so to speak, without actually losing gains. So that's the difference between intermittent fasting and time-restricted feeding.